All right, guys, this is number 50, episode number 50. All right, in this video, I'm going to introduce a way where you can get some free cards. And it's fun doing giveaways. I enjoy the idea of people getting cards in the mail for free. I love that. When I have so many cards, I don't mind doing it at all. And I have a good routine set up with shipping, so that's not a barrier or a burden at all. So I'm going to tell you how you can write a letter to my P.O. box, and I will send you some free cards. All right, so here's an example. I can see two different types of people writing. It could be someone that's brand new, a kid to the hobby, maybe doesn't have a whole lot of cards themselves. But here's an example of what a letter could look like for a kid. So maybe this could be a writing project in a classroom, maybe 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. Could be a teacher that's trying to inspire a kid to write. Sometimes it can be tricky to get a couple kids in your classroom to write. But if there's a chance of getting some cards, maybe that could be a reason why that student might do some writing. So here's an example, and you could use this as a sentence frame, paragraph frame, letter frame, if you want to use some of the similar sentence structures, if you want to write a letter. So this is an example of a kid writing it. So I would totally support if a teacher wants to do this as a class project and then have a bunch of letters come in. That'd be cool. What I don't put on here is, if it's a kid writing, don't put your last name, don't put the city, because eventually I would love to share these in a video. So I would scratch it off if you said any personal information there. But good for a kid, don't put your last name, don't put your city. So here's an example, post-game interview. My name is Chris. I live in Minnesota, and I'm 8 years old. I watched your video about writing a letter, which is this. My favorite sport is baseball. Here are my favorite players, if you have any extra. Max Kepler, Johan Santana, Miguel Sano, Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts. Thanks for reading. Happy collecting, Chris. So you got the date in the corner, got my name here, got a closing here, and then it's clear what your 5 players that you like. Doesn't have to be baseball, it can be any sport. Here's an example of an adult or a kid that has a collection of cards. After this letter, I'm going to share with you the cards that I'm looking for. So if you're hoping to get some better cards, if you're not going to send cards, I'm still going to reply to you though. I'm thinking penny sleeves, maybe 1 of each. I can do that for you for free because I can put it in an envelope like this and I can send it out for 50 cents. If you're looking for some better cards, I'll use the bubble mailers in case they are better quality cards. But here's the other option. You can send me cards, and then if they're good quality cards, I'll send you better cards back. So here's the letter. So my name is Todd. I've been collecting for 15 plus years. Enclosed are a few players you mentioned in the video, such as Kirby Puckett and Joe DiMaggio. I have always liked Frank Thomas and Nolan Ryan. Wondering if you can send me some cards. So, for example, if this guy just wrote me a letter, maybe he sent me a 1985 Topps Kirby Puckett and a Joe DiMaggio card, Fleer Greats the Game from 2000. Those are 2 good cards, probably valued at about $15 to $20. And then I would do the same. If you sent me a Kirby Puckett autograph, I have some Frank Thomas autographs. I would love to do an even trade based on the players that you are looking for and the cards that you send me. So I think that'd be really neat. So if you're looking for my address, this is a made up address. It's actually the address to spam. If you know where spam comes, well, it's Hormel, but I typed in spam, Austin. So here's my P.O. box. You can freeze it right there. If you want to, write it down, put it on the refrigerator, and just write me mail every week, that's fine. If you want to use that. the players that I'm looking for, everybody likes Ronald Acuna, everybody likes Tom Brady, everybody likes LeBron James. So I don't want to ask for those because I can't guarantee I'll keep them. I might sell them. So I'm trying to think of players that are more my PC players that I have no intention of selling. I love Randy Moss rookies. I love Kevin Garnett rookies, but if I got them, would I possibly sell them in the next couple years? Probably. If the time is right, I would sell them. So I was trying to think of players that I wouldn't sell. So they're more your PC, personal collection. So when I was thinking like that, it was more Kirby Puckett. Love Kirby Puckett. I've got a whole bunch of Kirby Pucketts. Bichette. I'll probably move the PSA 9s that I have, but I see that being a long-term hold. I think he's got a bright future. So Bichette. And 3 players that are played a long time ago. I'm a big fan of newer sets that commemorate the older players. So Joe DiMaggio, Monte Irvin, and Ted Williams. I have autographs of all 3 of those. I'm just a big fan. And then the only other one that I can think of is, Jose Fernandez. He's in my last video. And then last one, the only football and basketball player that I think I would call a PC would be Colin Kaepernick. If you're watching this, there's a chance that you will happily send me your Colin Kaepernicks for reasons that we won't get into, but if you are looking for other players, I'll take your Colin Kaepernicks, and then you just let me know what players you want, and we'll just leave it at that. All 3 of my kids have Colin Kaepernick jerseys. I think he'll be relevant in the next 20, 30 years, and I think people will kind of change their viewpoints on Colin Kaepernick in 20 years, looking back on history. So just like they did with Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. That's my guess. So, if you would like some free cards, write me a letter, snail mail. I'm not going to do it for email. If you write me an email, I'm not going to send you cards. I feel that's kind of lazy. So, you can send me a message though. So my email is postgamecards@gmail.com. But I'm not going to send you free cards if you send me a message on email, but I will send you some free cards if you write me a letter. Okay? And you could do something like, "Hi, my name is Uncle Bob. I have a nephew that likes this. Would you send some cards so I can surprise him with a gift?" Sure, I don't care. Do that. All right, I just would love to get some mail, respond, maybe make a video or 2 explaining the cards that I'm sending out in the mail. I think that'd be cool. All right, thanks for watching. Tomorrow's a giveaway. Alan and Ginther. Look back at a previous video, maybe 43, 44, I can't remember the number. But you're gonna pick a card you think would be a good investment. So Alan and Ginther. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna open up those 3 boxes. So if you pick a team and then you get a bunch of likes, maybe you have like 18 YouTube accounts that you subscribe to me on every single one of them, and then you like your comment, go for it. You might get a team you want. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll have at least 1 video tomorrow, packs, maybe another one. All right, thanks for watching. A couple short ones in a row.